Every tale hides a spark of inspiration. Welcome to the Inspire Tale. In the heart of the city, among towering skyscrapers, stood a magnificent glass tower. Its neon light sparkled against the night sky, telling the world here lives success. On the very top floor, in a luxurious penthouse office, sat Martin Kane, a renowned businessman. He had everything: money, fame, power. But the truth? Inside he was empty. Staring out the office window at the bustling streets below, he thought, "Everyone says I have everything, but all I see is darkness, the weight of life." Martin's days were always packed. Morning board meetings, afternoon media interviews, evening gala dinners. The world called him successful, but loneliness was eating him alive. He often sat alone at his enormous dining table, scrolling through thousands of social media followers. Yet his phone never received a single genuine message. At night, with a glass of wine in hand, he whispered to himself, "I earned the wealth, but where's the peace, the stormy night?" One stormy night, Martin decided to drive alone through the city's deserted streets. Rain lashed against his windshield, the wipers struggling to keep up. Suddenly, his eyes caught sight of a homeless man, wrapped in an old blanket, trying to shield himself from the pouring rain on the sidewalk. Martin's hands froze on the wheel. For a moment, he hesitated. His heart whispered, "I who have everything feel hollow, and this man who has nothing is still surviving." He pulled over. Slowly, he stepped out and walked toward the man, the stranger's words. The homeless man was elderly, with a scruffy beard and worn-out clothes, yet his eyes carried an unusual calm. Martin asked, almost nervously, "How do you live like this?" The old man smiled and replied, "Because I know the purpose of living." Martin was stunned. "Purpose? You have no house, no food, no luxury. How can you possibly be content?" The man gazed at the rain and said softly, "Look at this rain. It falls on everyone. The rich, the poor, the lost, the found. The difference is some see it as a burden. Others hear it as life's song. I've learned that peace isn't found in things, it's found in the heart. A mirror of truth." Martin froze. This simple truth from a homeless man weighed more than all the lectures he had paid millions to attend. The man leaned closer. "Son, you may have everything, but your heart is empty. And when the heart is empty, even the greatest fortune is worthless." Martin whispered, almost pleading. "Then how do I fill this emptiness?" The old man answered calmly, "By giving. Start giving what you already have. Peace arrives only when you use your wealth, your power, to make someone else's life better." That night changed Martin forever. The next morning, he gathered his business partners and declared, "We won't just work for profit anymore. From now on, a significant share of our company's revenue will go to educating poor children and building shelters for the homeless." The boardroom went silent. Some protested, others questioned his sanity. But Martin had already made up his mind. The inner struggle. The journey wasn't easy. The media called it a publicity stunt. Competitors labeled him crazy, but Martin stayed committed. He personally went out on the streets distributing food. He visited schools, listened to children's dreams, and every smile he received filled his empty heart a little more. The night of recognition. Months later, at a prestigious fundraising event, Martin was honored with the Humanity Award. Standing at the podium, he said with conviction, "I once believed success meant wealth, but today I know. True success is lighting up someone else's life." The crowd rose to their feet, applauding. The final encounter. One evening, Martin returned to the same street where he had first met the old homeless man. He looked around, but the man was nowhere to be seen. A nearby beggar told him, "The old man, he passed away last month." Martin felt a pang in his chest, but also an odd sense of peace. He looked up at the night sky and whispered, "Thank you. You taught me how to live." The ending. Today, Martin Kane is still a successful businessman, but he's no longer alone. He lives with a mission to live for others. And every day he asks himself one question: whose heart did I light up today? That one question fills the void inside him. Lesson. This story reminds us, true success is not in possessions, it's in hearts. By helping others, we heal ourselves. Peace isn't found in keeping, it's found in giving.